How's it going, chimps? My name is Monkeye, and today we are going to find out what is the best budget kit that you can put together for yourself in Contractor Showdown EXFIL Zone. Today I have a plethora of calibers and weapons that I have lined up here for you. I've picked all of these meticulously because they are all the best price weapons in every single caliber. I'm going to be testing them against these dummies, and I have put the best budget armor in my opinion on these dummies. That is the US military M1 World War II helmet. I'll put the price right here for that helmet, and then I will put the Raid Explorer SD on them, and I'll put the price right here of that. So that is what I have set up as the best armor. That armor comes with the starter kit that you buy from the nurse lady, and if you don't have that available to you, which I think you should use that, I will go over more of this stuff later in the video, but this is the armor I think you should buy. Price to performance, it's really hard to beat this armor set. Anyway, I'm going to be testing all of these weapons and calibers against this armor set to show you guys exactly how these different weapons work, like how the M92 has subpar firing power, but the BX4 has superior firing power, and show you what exactly that means. Not exactly what the firing power means, but what it practically means against people with armor. So I have a reason for all these things. I have a reason why I have 3 9mm and only 2 45 ACPs. I will tell you guys that as I go. So we are going to start here with the 9mm. I have the M92, we got the BX4, and the Scorpion. I have these two because I wanted a handgun in each caliber that offers a handgun. And then I wanted a SMG/assault rifle. I have assault rifles down there, but I put an SMG for the 9mm because that made the most sense. And that was the best price to performance, most common, popular option. Because the Scorpion, I have 3 9mm here. I have this because this is a trade-in option. I wanted to offer you guys a trade-in for that caliber and a price for that caliber. I think that if you use both your trade-ins and I think that that's the first thing you should do when you're looking at a budget, because the price for this weapon is unmatched and when you're using a trade-in. But if you don't have that trade-in, I highly recommend you use this gun. I'll show you why in a minute, but that's why I have multiple here. Most of them I'll go over them when I get there, but we are going to start here with the M98, M92, the Beretta. I have them. All of the prices are put together with the weapon and 3 fully loaded mags. I've gone with the extended mags for the Beretta because I believe that is what makes the most sense. That is the bare minimum that you should be using if you go into a budget run. Obviously, if you want to add more, you add more. But I have gone with 3 full mags because that is what you get with the starter kit, and I believe that is bare minimum. So I will show you here really quickly. So with the Beretta, I'm going to be firing into their armor in the chest. I'm going to be shooting at their vitals through the armor because obviously we can see how much damage it does against them without armor, but how many people are going to run into without armor? And if you do run into without armor, does it really matter what gun you're using? If you hit them, it's going to kill them. And then obviously every caliber, every price. The other thing I was going to mention is we are using the lowest level caliber for our lowest level ammo type for every single caliber, because if you're running a budget kit, you obviously, I highly recommend you try and afford the higher levels. You will see why that matters here in a second, but for the sake of this video and for the sake of consistency and a budget, we're going to be going with the lowest price out of all of these so you can really test them all against each other and see just which one is worth more money to you. But again, with the armor, we are going with armor. I'm going to shoot them in the vitals because it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, obviously you can shoot them in the chest, but what's the point of testing things if everything does good damage without armor? So I will show you also the reason why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 26 full rounds of the 9mm with PSO ammo. Didn't even go through it. So 26 full rounds could not go through. Let's fill this one up with the exact same ammo type, the exact same mag, 26 rounds in this thing. So let's test the same exact caliber, the same exact round firing from a weapon that goes from, anyway, superior firing power from subpar firing power. Different firing power, same exact round. The entire 26 rounds, same exact firing power, or same exact round, but the firing power is different. So as you can see, firing power doesn't have anything to do with damage. I'll even show you guys with this gun, fair firing power. So we go from subpar to fair to superior firing power. Same exact round, fair firing power. So we actually did kill him that time. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that this game has a percentage chance of rounds to fire through the ammo or armor. Like, look at that, 2 rounds and it killed him. I think after you kill him, you got to reset their armor. There we go. Okay, that is another thing to take into account. This gun is firing 30 rounds, and you need to remember that they have durability on their armor. So when these things go through both 15 round mags, you're not going to get all the way through 15, 26, 26, 25, 30, 16, 25 round mags. I'm an idiot. So after you've gotten through 25 rounds, you haven't done a whole lot of damage to their armor. But when you've gone through all 30 rounds, that gives you just enough. Sometimes. Just enough to kill him sometimes. So this weapon, the Scorpion, as you can see, killed him 2 out of 3 times. These both didn't even kill him a single time. None of them went through the armor. So take that with what you will. If I had to pick a 9mm rifle, obviously I'm going with the Scorpion. First things first every single time. But if I have to buy one, I am picking that every single time. I am not going to go for the M92, the Beretta, because I would not want to use this as my primary. Let's check the helmet as well. 13 full rounds to get through the helmet. So with these rounds, you only need 13 to get through the helmet. You need a full 30 round mag to get through the chest piece. So you guys can see that durability also really matters in armor. And then let me actually really quickly, so couldn't get through that armor with the 25 round mag, but if we put FMJ in this bad boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. After we put FMJ in the gun, we were able to get through the chest piece, but we still needed all 25 rounds to get through the chest piece. And then we can check the helmet real quick. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 rounds to get through the helmet. If I'm remembering correctly, it was 13. So there's 9mm. As you guys can tell, every single gun is about the exact same performance when it comes to how they come out of the barrel, and the caliber matters more than the actual gun you're firing. The gun comes down to how many rounds the mags can hold and your personal preference. So let's go on to 45 ACP. Have this one loaded up with the cheapest round FMJ. Let's check how 45 does against armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 rounds to get through that armor with the lowest level FMJ. That is as many rounds as that thing holds. Actually, this thing only holds 11. So yeah, so 11 rounds through the 1911 is not enough to get through that starter ammo or armor. So keep that in mind when you're using a pistol. Now let's go on to the grease gun. "12 rounds, killed him. A couple of those actually made it through the armor. I saw some blood splatter. Let's check the helmet with 19 or 45 ACP. 6 rounds to get through the helmet. Now, I chose the grease gun for this kit because it is the cheapest, most popular option. If you get the starter kit, that's what you're going to get with the starter kit. That's what you're going to use. And it's not my favorite gun. If I had the money, I'd much rather use the UMP, but that is a lot more expensive. Yeah, about 13 rounds to get through the chest with the lowest level armor or ammo. Let's throw in some L match. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rounds to get through. Do you see the step up that you take when you increase the rarity of your caliber? Oh, that's broken. Forget to replace it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 or 5 rounds to get through. Two rounds to get through the helmet. Let me double check to make sure that wasn't broken. 1. Oh my gosh. So again, all of the prices of these are again taking into account 3 full mags and the lowest level round. Once you jump up in round, you have to purchase a lot more ammo. It costs a lot more, but you can see how much it matters to have a higher rarity round. Okay, there's 45 ACP. Let's go on to 545. I have purchased the 545 AK for you. Now let's check how it does against the armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 18 rounds to kill that guy. So that is the 545, and this is the AK something mod. This one uses a trade-in. This one you can trade in with 1 radio scanner. I believe you need to be at least level 3 with regiment to purchase this gun. Again, same as that gun. Firing power does not matter. Let's go with the helmet real quick. 6 shots to the helmet with 5.45. Now, I forgot to say this with 45. If I had a choice between the two with 45, I probably would go with the 1911 because I seriously love that over the grease gun. If you love the grease gun, kudos to you because I cannot use that thing. I cannot use the irons on that thing for the life. I can't use it to save my life, and I've died so many times trying. Again, it has 30 round mags, so you're actually going to be able to kill somebody once you have enough rounds put through that. But I would much rather go with the 1911 and throw in some higher level rounds because it costs a little bit less than the grease gun. A lot more. After looking back at things, I think I would much rather have a 1911 than just about all of these guns right here because for the price, the performance is about the same. After seeing how many rounds it takes for all of these guns to go through armor, it's hard. I have a hard time choosing which one I prefer. And again, I don't have all the numbers in front of me. You guys will see all the numbers, the price, and the amount of rounds it takes to get through the armor. You guys are going to see all that. If I have the trade-ins, I'm taking the trade-ins for sure, because those are obviously the best when it comes to price and performance. But if I don't have those trade-ins, bro, I am buying this and I'm throwing L match in it. And it's probably about the same price as either one of these guns. Enough with the jammering, and let's move on to 5.56 with MK 255 rounds loaded up. $16 rounds to get through the chest with AR-15 Hunter. Let's check the helmet. 6 rounds to get through the helmet. The AR-15 Hunter, I chose that one because that is the cheapest 5.56. And if you know what you're doing, I get that it doesn't full auto, but that is a great option. Here's the M4A1. This is the trade-in option, I believe. I chose this as a secondary. I don't think it's a trade-in. I chose this one because it has full auto. I know that full auto matters a lot to people in this game. So let's show this one. $16, about the exact same. Again, you guys get the gist. Same calibers are going to do the exact same. When it comes to damage numbers. Okay, now we're going to move on to 7.62 by 39. This is the AKM 7.62 by 39. Here's the price with 3 fully loaded mags with the cheapest round. You guys are probably noticing that I am terrible at having this organized. This is my first time doing this kind of video, so give me some slack here. 11 shots. So again, I don't have all the numbers right in front of me right now, but from what I remember typing everything in, I do have the numbers all right here. 67,000. Okay, I should have done this a minute ago. After looking at all the numbers, I have them all written down right here. You are paying way less money for this than you are paying for an AR-15 Hunter, and this blows straight through armor way faster than the AR-15 Hunter does, and you're paying about $7,000 cheaper for this thing. And then on top of all that, I put together this one that you get for a trade-in, but even after trading it in, it costs $34,000. But again, here we go. 5.56 caliber weapons, lowest level ammo type, takes way more to kill somebody with armor. If you're shooting them just in the chest, again, shoot them in the head, kills them every time. But that costs more than this, and this kills them way faster. You have much more recoil and less options. Like, you can't even put a sight on there without having a rail. I'm going with this every single time. You should never be buying the 5.56. That's why I'm doing this video. That's why I'm testing everything, because I want to see everything side by side. And then even the 5.45s. Let me look at my chart here. We got $58,000 for the AK-4U, which is this one. This one is not a trade-in. There's the trade-in. $34,000 roughly for the trade-in. For a rifle that you're trading in for, that is amazing. And then with the trade-in, you can compensate with that with more ammo, more expensive ammo, and then you get the same price for that with higher ammo. That's probably what I recommend, is because this one costs so much cheaper with a trade-in, or even the Scorpion costs so much cheaper with a trade-in, I would put AP ammo in it, because you've saved money on trading in the gun for free, and now all of a sudden you have a gun for the same price as those other ones, straight through ammo or armor. So that is something to keep into account with all these budget kits. Let's move on. I need to keep moving forward without getting distracted. Here's the 7.62 by 51 with SP. This is, as you guys know, like my favorite gun, my favorite budget rifle. And I will tell you guys what my options, what I would do for a budget kit at the end of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rounds to go through armor. That is why that is my favorite budget kit gun. And then let's check the helmet real quick. 4 to the helmet. And then all of a sudden, we load this bad boy up with some FMJ. Let's go a step higher. 1, 2, 2 FMJ. 1. No way. We gotta check that again. 1. Okay, there we go. And then this gun right here with 3 full mags of the lowest level ammo type is $62,000. This AKM right here is $60,000. $2,000 more for a gun that goes through, I'm not exactly remember the numbers, but you guys can see up here. That goes through armor with less rounds than this one does. More consistent, smaller mags. I did put 30 round mags in this, but you're getting a much higher caliber weapon for cheaper. And this one, much lower mag sizes, but that is something to keep into account. Now let's move on to, that gun is gone forever. Can I jump over this? Oh my gosh, I can come over here. I bet you weren't expecting this, boy. Okay, now, oh, what is wrong with this gun right now? For 7.62 by 54R, we have the Mosin 1891 price right y'all. Here it is against the armor. 1 shot, and it's just gonna blow straight through low budget armor no matter what you do. And then here is the Mosin 9130. This is a unusual weapon. It's not uncommon. This gun, I'll show the price right here. If you really want me to be honest with you, and you love sniper rifles, this price is insane for the trade-in. Cannot remember exactly what you trade in for it. Let me go figure that out. Bonk! No matter what, you're blowing straight through budget armor with that gun. Now, again, because I did test all of these against budget, kind of middle of the pack armor, if you guys want to see like super in-depth caliber and like every single ammo type versus armor, I can do that video for you guys. This one's more about the budget because I want like a middle pack, just testing them all next to each other. Consistency, same armor, lowest level ammo type from every different caliber. I hope this helps somewhat. Seeing all the numbers, I can't see them all lined up to each other right now. I will once I edit this video. And it's hard for me to give you my best advice because I'm just going based off of what I just did and what I just saw. The numbers will tell exactly what you should do. Okay guys, so for my setups, for my entire kits, oh, that doesn't have a mag in it, that's okay. I am going to show you guys what I prefer to do. So for every single one of these, it is including this starter kit, and if you don't have the starter kit, I have just purchased it all in its own individually. So my entire setup, and it depends on whatever, I'm gonna put my other arm down, I'm holding my phone, so ignore that. It depends on where you're going for what I'm going to set up. So if I'm going on Suburban Dam and I do not have any trade-ins, I don't have anything, it is going to cost me $119,165. That is with the G36, whatever, modern FAL, and this entire setup. No trade-ins, no starter pack. That's just with this purchased all on its own. And if you have it, I highly recommend putting a MP5 rail and an optic on it. That makes the world of difference. I did not include that in the budget because on a budget, you don't really have that luxury. Now, if we're doing a setup on Metro, what I have chosen to go with, oh, all of these have 3 fully loaded mags again. Just want to let you guys know. That is with the lowest level ammo type. If I'm doing a run on Metro, I am running this armor with the 45 ACP 1911. If I have the option, I'm going to grab some rails and an optic. This is loaded with L match, and this one costs $281,000. This is my favorite setup if I'm running Metro and I do not have a single trade-in. But if I'm running Metro and I have a trade-in, I'm going with the Scorpion loaded up with AP ammo. And this trade-in costs this is using the starter pack and the RAM with AP ammo. You'll get this whole budget for $38,000. This is my go-to. If you have the trade-ins, you absolutely have to go with that without a shadow of a doubt. And then if I am going for Suburban Dam and I have the trade-ins, so this is using the starter pack, that brings this down from $119,000 to $42,530. That is my choice if I have the trade-ins available to me, because that gun, even with other rifles, the trade-ins, I love this rifle. It is my favorite. That is with the lowest level ammo type. And that is going to do it for today's video. I hope this could be a help, and I get that I I wanted to give a definitive answer for budget kits, but there is no way for me to do that because there's so much variables in this game. There's so many things that you could decide to do. You could change so much about this setup and make it cheaper or more expensive. It depends on you. It's your personal preference. I wanted to make this as helpful as possible without being too specific, but I also wanted to give you guys, get this out of here, give you guys options of what I do. So thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. I hope this was able to help. You guys have an awesome day.